Hey guys, welcome to the Bodichelle's Wellness webinar. I'm your host, Michelle Valentine, and I'm so excited that you're here with me today. Today, we're going to be discussing mental health and the effects that exercise, physical fitness, proper nutrition has on our mental health. Before we get started, I kind of want to give you a little bit of background about myself and a little bit of history just to let you know that I had history of being in the physical fitness industry, very passionate about exercise and working out and how the positive effects that exercise has on our body. Before now, I used to work with healthy challenged children, very passionate about that. Kids dealing with things like high blood pressure, diabetes, childhood obesity, other healthy challenges, and things of that nature. And just to bring it up to speed a little bit, in the past, my husband and I, we started a life coaching counseling company that focuses on one's mental health. And so, as you can see, very passionate about this topic. I do believe that it's a topic that needs to be reiterated and talked about from time to time and kind of overstood on just how important our mental health is and our nutrition and what we're feeding our body. Let's jump right in. Again, we're going to discuss nutrition and how nutrition is beneficial to our mental health. Nutrition is so beneficial to our mental health because whatever you're feeding your body, if you're feeding your body the nutrients that it needs, if you're feeding your brain, which is a living organism, the nutrients that it needs, then you're going to function mentally at a higher capacity. Of course, problems happen, tragedies happen, and nutrition is not the solution for all of our mental breakdowns, but it does play a huge part in what you're actually feeding your body and feeding your brain. Your brain needs things like, omega 3s, B12, vitamins, all kinds of phytonutrients, which are those green leafy vegetables, those red peppers, orange, yellow peppers, all the berries that are enriched with phytonutrients that specifically help the brain with memory, with longevity, with understanding and remembering things that are important. So if you're not feeding your brain these type of things, guys, how can it function at its highest capacity? How can you mentally say that you're mentally stable? I know some of us, as opposed to, when we're at work and it's our lunch break and we are trying to decide what to have for lunch, right? And it's kind of, okay, is this this bag of chips, is fried chicken, or is it this apple and a salad? And we choose the bag of chips and the fried chicken. And then we wonder when we go back to our work, go back to our desk, and go back to our area of working, why we can't focus, why we can't remember the next, thing on our to-do list that we need to get done. Why is it a struggle from lunchtime to the end of working? I'm tired, I'm sleepy. It's because of what we have put into our bodies and what we are feeding our bodies, which are not always the healthiest things to get us going and give us that energy that we need. So you definitely guys want to be feeding yourselves all the brain food, okay, that your body needs, giving it vegetables. Again, brain food, green leafy vegetables contribute to your brain memory, which is called phytonutrients. Don't forget that because that's very important. And, not to overwhelm you, but to just give you some things to kind of start with and begin to implement in your diet and change your diet up a little bit. I know you're going to see a difference. Um, Giving your brain, feeding your body the proper nutrients cuts back on things like anxiety, okay, depression, loss of memory. How many times do we set something somewhere and we forget, like our phones? Where did I put my phone? Well, remember what you had for lunch. Remember what you ate for dinner. And you'll start to see a pattern of why you're forgetting. It's what you're eating. Okay. It's as simple as that sometimes. What you're eating. We constantly have so many things on our mind. social media is bombarding us with so many things to think about and process. So the last thing we want to do is contribute to feeding ourselves and our bodies, our brains, the improper nutrients. So we want to change that and begin to make those changes in our diet. Okay. It also, um, just, you know, feeding your brain helps you with, anger, frustration, things of that nature. Okay, so not only do we want to feed ourselves the proper things, but we want to exercise. Exercise, physical fitness, and its effects on mental health is huge. Okay, physical fitness is one of those things. One of those things that once the blood is flowing through the brain, I mean, it cuts back on inflammation. Cutting back on inflammation, guys, cuts back on those chronic diseases. Um, it releases endorphins, the feel good endorphins, that you're going to feel good about yourself and be excited about life. How you present yourself to the world is so important. So many of us are, have low self-esteem, insecure, and because of things that we've gone through in our life. And working out helps you get through those feelings and process those feelings in a positive way and not be so negative. So these are just some things that I want you guys to think about. Start to make those slight, small changes in your life, in your diet. Okay, exercise. It doesn't have to be, most intense exercise routine, but it can be, the smallest thing like walking, jump rope, things that you find fun. Take a dance class, anything to get, sweating and the blood circulating. And like I said, the blood flow in your brain reduces inflammation in the brain. Again, reducing inflammation in the brain is so very important to understand and remember because it cuts back on chronic diseases. So we definitely want to, incorporate exercising. Exercising also, guys, improves your cognitive function. Again, how we're feeling about ourselves is so important. Exercise promotes positive change in the brain, like neural growth. Okay, I know we need neural growth, so we want to be promoting that. Okay, we want to uh, promote that positive change that our brain needs. So just guys, keep these things in mind. Exercise also promotes brain activity patterns, the benefits of well-being. So when you exercise, you are developing positive brain patterns. You are developing and promoting how your brain is developing those patterns. That's so interesting to me. I have to, just kind of sit and think about that one. When you exercise, the patterns in your brain are being developed, okay? And they're being developed in a positive way and not a negative way. So when you are developing positive brain patterns, you have the ability to be in a negative situation and process it in a positive way because that's what your brain pattern, that's how it's made up from exercising. You don't have time to create all those negative brain patterns where now, it's telling you you're not good enough or, you shouldn't go apply for this job or, being a Debbie Downer, always so negative about everything, sad, anxiety, And of course, there's other things in life that happen to us, and I'm going to keep saying that. So I'm not saying that exercise and nutrition is the answer for it all, but it definitely helps us um, keep a positive and a high level of mental health that we need to function in this world, especially with everything going on with COVID-19 and the state of our world, the state of our nation. Mental health is so important, guys, to take care of and start to make those changes now. I just kind of wanted to reiterate this topic. And I do believe that it is a topic that needs to be reiterated from time to time, like I said at the beginning, and discussed. And not to overwhelm you, but I just want to leave you with a few goals to remember. So you can grab a pen and a pad and jot this down. We're going to start with number one, which is exercising and the proper nutrition, the proper brain food leaves you with a sharper mind. Okay. Number two, problem solving. You're going to understand how to get from point A to point B and what that actually looks like and be excited about that. Okay. Helping you to eventually reach your goals and reach those milestones that are so important to us. Number three, giving us energy. Like I said, how many times are we at work and we're working and we take our lunch break and we decide to eat something that is not giving us the brain power that we need, that is not giving us, energy that we need. And by the end of the day, we have no energy. There's nothing. We're tired. We're ready to go. We can't think about going to the gym and doing something extracurricular activity that we may be interested in doing, but because we have no energy, um, we just don't do it. We just, don't have the zeal. The zeal is gone. So, energy, it promotes energy, what you're eating, okay? And then after you are getting the proper nutrients, then exercising, getting that blood flowing. So, it is creating energy, higher energy for yourself so that you can achieve and do the things in life that you want to do. Number four, improved intimacy. Okay, I can't stress this enough. In our relationships, in our marriages, we may not have the energy or the zeal to be intimate. And oftentimes it has something to do with what we've eaten. If you change your diet before those moments of intimacy, I'm sure you're going to see a huge difference. If you begin to work out before those moments of intimacy, you'll see a difference, a positive change. So remember that. Again, number five, we've said it through this whole session, less negativity. So many of us not even aware that that's what we're being, just negative. I tell you a good idea. Have you ever had that friend where you tell them a good idea, something you want to do, and you're so excited, zealed out about it, and they just all this negativity, and they call it constructive criticism. Sometimes maybe, but a lot of times it's just the negativity. Like inspire me, encourage me, support me to do it. So definitely eating the proper nutrition and exercising will cut back on that. And last but not least, we have number six, better memory, which we discussed, those green leafy vegetables, those phytonutrients, your red, your green, your orange peppers, the berries are specific nutrients that help us with our memory. Okay, so definitely incorporate those things into your diet. Stress relief. All right, when you get the blood flowing and you are exercising, you are able to release tension and frustration and stress and just have an overall happier life and a more exciting life. You're more excited about life. You're more zealed about what you're doing in your life and your purpose. So less stress. Number eight, better sleep. How many of us need better sleep? So exercising, you get the blood flowing. All right, your blood is circulating the way it needs to. You're eating things, um, eating the proper nutrients that you need. You're going to get better sleep. Longevity of life. We know that. Longevity in everything, all right? If you are getting what you need, exercising, all right, you are cutting back. It says when you're exercising, I think I mentioned this already, the blood flow in your brain is cutting back on brain inflammation, which is cutting back on chronic diseases. So definitely, if you don't do it for anything else, do it for that. And last but not least, more attractive. When you're feeling good because you're eating the correct things, you're brighter, you're happier, you're gonna shine from the inside out, guys, because your organs, your living organisms, like your brain, it's happy, it's excited. You're feeding me what I need so I can think better and think more positively about myself. So I just wanted to share this with you. I'm glad we started this discussion, and I hope that I see you next time on Bodichelle's Wellness Webinar. See you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.